Hi, welcome to Five in the Hive. We're here at the Wilson Workforce and Rehabilitation Center to interview Ann Hudlow and Rick Sizemore about the podcast that they produce for the center.
We welcome you to the VR Workforce Studio podcast. My name is Ann Hudlow. I'm the director of the WWRC Foundation with Rick Sizemore.
Rick Sizemore. I'm the director of the Wilson Workforce and Rehabilitation Center here in Fishersville, Virginia. And we love bringing you the VR Workforce Studio podcast, which is produced and published by our foundation and recorded here on site at Wilson Workforce and Rehabilitation Center. We bring you the stories of individuals with disabilities who have overcome the obstacles to employment. We bring you the stories of how they've worked with voc rehab professionals and employers to realize their dream, to find that space in the workforce that they're suited for. And it's the stories, the courageous stories of individuals with disabilities.
Our goal was to get out there and let people know what the center's doing and how the foundation is supporting and how the two of us are working together as far as two different groups. But it has grown exponentially, and it has done so much more for us as far as being able to share with people what employers are doing out there, how they're hiring people with disabilities and individuals that are thriving in the workplace. I think the podcast has really brought awareness to the foundation and the center because it's just a new avenue for marketing that has been around but is kind of new in its goals here for us at the center and in the world. I mean, not everybody's podcasting, but I think it's getting more and more common. And so we said, hey, we're going to jump on that train and see, since we have the ability. And hey, Rick has a past in radio, and so when he did mention to me, hey, let's do this, I completely trusted him. I knew what it would take to do this. Well, maybe I didn't. I do now. But I knew that I could trust him to lead the way, and he does a fabulous job. And I think it has impacted the foundation because we're able to go out and people say, what do you do? And we're able to say, this is what we do. Here, just listen to this. Take a few minutes and listen to this story. And this is someone who is impacted. And these are the ways, this is how they got here. This is what they did when they were here at the center. And this is where they are now in the workplace. It helps the foundation to be able to spread the word. Our board members are able to take it out with them and say, hey, here's a cause that I'm really standing behind. And I think from the foundation standpoint, it continues to give back. Rick, what about you at the center?
Well, the podcast has helped us transform Wilson Workforce from what people have sometimes said is the best kept secret in your own backyard, and thrust these stories into the national spotlight. We started out saying, well, let's see if we could get 174 people to listen to a podcast we produced. And the first one had 200 downloads. And so we're really following the data analytics for this podcast. We've had episodes that have been downloaded more than 1,000 times. We're averaging about 1,000 downloads, not per episode, but of our back catalog and our feature episode, approaching 1,000 a month. And so we feel really positive about that traffic. The VR Workforce Studio is available at vrworkforcestudio.com. VR for vocational rehabilitation. If you go to Google, you can actually just look for Vocational Rehabilitation Workforce Studio, and it'll bring up a variety of places. You can find it Stitcher Radio, of course, in the Apple Podcast and iTunes. TuneIn, Breaker, a variety of those places. And another partner that we've enjoyed a great relationship with, who's given us some fabulous opportunities to spread the word of this podcast, is Deb Rue at the Rue Global Impact Today radio network, where you can also find our podcast. So we hope you'll join us. We hope you'll subscribe. And if you like what we're doing and you really would like to help, please go to iTunes and write a review, because it helps us, again, bring an authenticity and an endorsement to the content we provide, and we'd love to have you be a partner in that.